Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Down right around the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He throws ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards 1st down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the end zone, Newton trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Well, Dallas works their way back out here on offense, Charles. Let's look back to their game last week against Houston. The play that folks were talking about afterwards, at least the Dallas fans, was when they elected to punt it on 4th and 1 from Houston's 42.
Yeah.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton. The open man is Smith. And a loose football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. They give it to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Do something.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Third and long. It's Newton.
Shit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset. There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Maurice Smith, 52 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Flush to his right. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. First down, Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Shakes off the sack, and he's going to go down again. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Panthers coming out here taking the field. And Panthers, they're a team you saw last week against the Giants. You've got them the next 2 games as well on the television side of things. But against New York, Graham Gano was a hero with that 63-yard field goal.
He certainly was, and they didn't really help him out with their last drive. Made him kick it from farther than it should have been. But, boy, what a great shot he made. Now as you look ahead, the Panthers at 3-1, their schedule sets up okay for them. Not easy at all, but if they can traverse these next 2 games, at Washington, at Philadelphia, NFC East games, that'd be a big deal because we thought the NFC South was probably going to be a 3-team race. Atlanta's struggling big time to begin the season. Tampa looks like they're coming back to the pack. Right now it looks like New Orleans and Carolina who can get out there and set the pace.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And now here come the Cowboys. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
20.
Back to throw, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, get right down.
To throw again. Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tyrone Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll roll him out right on the crossing route, complete. It's right, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down.
No!
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And a juke this time. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Again to Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. As you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton's going to throw it. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
10th carry now for Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Panthers have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now Roethlisberger on first down to the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, let's go.
first carry for James Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Zebra. Go 26, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Manning now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Pittsburgh Steelers working their way back out here on offense. Last week, a much-needed win for Steeler Nation. Now they're at 2-2-1, so we'll see what the future holds. But, you know, things have not been, shall we say, harmonious so far in Pittsburgh.
Well, I think that the harmony started to get recreated in the win against Atlanta. Antonio Brown had a big day. Finally got into the end zone with a touchdown catch. He and Big Ben Roethlisberger back on the so-called same page, singing from the same hymnal, shall we say. And that team really played well, but the flip side of it is their defense had been giving up a lot of points. They held the high-flying Atlanta Falcons to 17. That bodes well for the future.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Ooh.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Latimer on the return. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The New York Giants coming back out here for their next offensive possession. And, you know, 2018 is starting a lot like 2017 for the men in blue. Remember, last year 3-13, and now, Charles, through 5 weeks, they're 1-4. What's going on in New York?
Yeah, they were 0-4 to begin 2017. Look, here's the problem for them. And their head coach, Pat Shurmur, said it, and people snickered. He's like, we got to score more points. And everybody's like, yeah, well, duh. Of course you do. Well, they scored a lot more points against Carolina. They broke the 30-point barrier for the first time in their last 37, 38 games. So give them credit for that. But it all has to come together at the same time. The defense has had so much pressure put on it that they played pretty well for most of the game, but they might crack near the end because the offense hadn't scored enough. I thought this was one of their best performances against Carolina of the year. It's something for them to build on as they get ready for Thursday night against Philadelphia.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Beckham had an interesting feat in Week 5, that game against Carolina that you saw, Charles. First Giant to both catch and throw a touchdown pass in the same game since the Hall of Famer Frank Gifford did it way back in 1959.
Yeah, playing the old position of left halfback, which was often reserved for guys who had quarterbacking in their background. We saw that throughout that time in the NFL. But Odell, big ball game against Carolina in so many ways. 8 catches, 131 yards and a touchdown. You mentioned the touchdown that he threw. Had a critical 4th down drop, and then he tried to make a play on a punt return to block the gunner and ended up creating chaos that led to a touchdown recovery in the end zone for Carolina. Took some heat for his comments, both pre and post game. Bottom line, though, he's one of the best weapons in the NFL. They've got to find a way to utilize him even more.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Here's Manning to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. His throw caught. right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Shepard, 34 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. He's going to work one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and
damn, I hit the wrong button.
Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Damn, bro. I hit the wrong fucking button.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi.
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, real quick.
He's burning him. What the fuck?
Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 31 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Manning now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. Throwing now is Manning. Now he'll let it go deep, right? This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Manning.
Oh,
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
I threw
Picked
it low
off down at the 2.
and
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I see you, boy.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because
Those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of...
Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Working from the gun, Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sorry, bro.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
They do go for it. It's Manning. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for a loss of 5. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A handoff to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
No, that is fucking so fake. It's a good yard in between them two. That shit is fake as fuck.
Again, it's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
On play action, it's Manning out to his left. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Zebra.
Oh, no, lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Kareem Martin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle. Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kareem Martin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Pushing through the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
It was only a matter of time before I got that shit.
Thicker the bag. Meet him a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving. moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up in money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money, I'm love.